I felt like losing him, like my whole world just like shattered.
Yeah.
Because we were together for 2.5 years. I mean, we split up once before that, but we never actually split up because we were still in each other's lives. You know, it was like we said we were gonna split up, but we knew we never actually could. And I even moved cities, and he'd drive like the 1.5 hours that it took to get there, and he'd spend the night with me over there, and then he'd come back home and he'd go to work. And he'd do it every single weekend.
Rayne, I have a question for you. So the new guy that you helped behind your fiance's back, he's the one that introduced you to meth. Did you start doing the meth because you were punishing yourself for losing your fiance?
I feel like that had a big help in it, because I used to tell myself that I did it because I wanted to escape the reality of what it was.
Right.
And you know, once reality hit, it was like you don't have the fiance anymore.
Right.
And like you don't have the apartment that you guys got together anymore.
Right.
Like there was no more job, there was no more new car, there wasn't anything left.
What else is there to lose, basically? Yeah.
So it was a coping mechanism. It was that, okay, well, if I can feel okay for 5 minutes, if I can forget, like, this is my reality now, this is what my life is, then it'll be okay. And then it turned into every single time that I shot up, it turned into I got stuck inside my head. And it was hey, like, you did this to your life. Like, hey, you ruined your life. You're where you're at because of what you did, and this is what your outcome is now.
But your mom tried to help you by sending you out to rehab. Did you follow through with that?
No, they were gonna leave me down there. They weren't ever coming back for me. And then they didn't tell me until the day before. I was all on board with going to rehab because it was in Florida.
Mom, were you gonna leave her there? Because
yes, they were full on. Don't lie.
Let me tell the truth.
They told me I couldn't.
One of us tell the truth.
They told me I couldn't come back to Alabama.
I told her
I don't need to come back here. I couldn't come back to their house.
So I just want to be clear about this. You put her in a boarding school, is that?
Yes, ma'am. We couldn't control it anymore, and she was always fighting and yelling and screaming at us. Finally, I said, okay, we've got to go somewhere with her because she needs to stay off of drugs, not get pregnant, and get a diploma. If that's all I can do for her, because I mean, it was constant hell and back. We couldn't breathe in the same room together.
So matter of fact, you had to board her bed?
Oh, yes, ma'am. $1,000, it averages out to $1,000 a month that we don't have. To send her down there for 2 years. Not only did we send her, but every 2 months, we had to take off work and get my kid out of school, drive down there, visit, go to classes, do all their stuff that they wanted us to do, then come back on top of everything else. So for 2 years, we did that. We got an aftercare plan when she came home. There were rules that she created with her counselors at the school.
Did you see a change in her when you sent her off to boarding school?
She was happy there because I don't think she was scratching and clawing to be better than anybody else. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, you know, that was a very
wasn't in a
small
competition
thing. So
I didn't feel like I was in a competition.
And they fed her, you know, they fed her good things and they worked with her spirit and it was wonderful. The boarding school was wonderful. But nothing like that's going to take unless she, when she gets out, is willing to follow the plan.